Hello my dear viewer, welcome to another ABC Travel in London, where today we are going to be looking at Trafalgar Square and Whitehall, and hopefully a peek at Downing Street. So then, where are we? We are at Charing Cross Station. We're on the Bakerloo line and the Northern line, and probably the easiest access to Trafalgar Square is Charing Cross. Two mainline stations, I would say, if you're walking, would probably be Blackfriars or Waterloo. So, as you can see on the underground map, let's see if we can check out a little bit of Trafalgar Square and Whitehall. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be in the world at whatever time you're watching. My name's Richie, and welcome to my little, very simple, bit like myself, travel guide. So here we have Charing Cross here. And what we do is we walk out onto the Strand. There's one of those London tour buses. So this is the Strand in London. Behind there is Covent Garden, and you're heading further down towards the Blackfriars area. Let's just wait for the green man here. Oh, there he is. Most drivers are pretty good in London, dear viewer, but it only takes a moment of madness for an early trip home. As you can see, we've got a lovely, lovely day. September 2016. And I see Nelson's column. Do you? Ice cream, ice cream. We love ice cream. I noticed they haven't got any Leicester City balls there. They are league champions of 2016, after all. So while we're waiting for the green man, why don't I focus in on this gentleman? Probably get it at a better angle. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be heading down that way over there. That's Whitehall over there, and maybe we can see Downing Street, and further down you get towards Westminster. And there he is. Although it wasn't a green man. Okay. Here we are in Trafalgar Square. As you can see, an absolutely glorious, beautiful day. got access to a lot of things. You've got the National Gallery over there, there's a few West End theatres around, well, a lot of West End theatres around. Oh, and I see Big Ben. Do you see as well? That's where we're heading shortly. Hopefully the sun isn't distracting your eyes too much on this video. It is very, very bright. So that's the National Art Gallery, some amazing stuff in there, and I also believe it is free. It's just a charity contribution. If you want to make a little contribution going in, by all means you can. But it is truly mesmerising, and there's a lot of great artwork there. You've got toilets over there, that side. I'm not sure whether they're pay ones or not though. I'm pretty sure they could be. £20p for a leak. Scandalous. Some places it's 50. At Christmas time they do a beautiful Christmas tree here, which is just amazing, and no doubt at some point I'll make a video of that as well. But it does look pretty cool here at Christmas time here as well as in the summer. You know what, I was actually going to put my hand in, but it says no hands, so got to abide by the rules. So what we'll do is we'll quickly go over to this fountain before we start heading down towards Whitehall, because there seems to be more water coming out of that one than that one. Let's have a quiet moment, dear viewer. Just for one moment, think of something or someone that means something to you. I know who I thought of, or what I thought of. There's the mall, or the mall. immortality. Oh, we've got the green sign. Green man. Do you know what? I have not seen these signs before. It's like a boy and a girl kind of thing. There we are. Hold your horses, Mr. Carr. As we head down. Kid. Got a really strong sunshine. I hope it isn't distracting your viewing too much. There's a lot of history down this road. Have you seen the Kevin Costner and Whitney Houston version? It's a bit of a nuisance because they it seems to be like a massive convoy of buses. But I guess we're in London, aren't we? Behind here is St. James's Park. Hello, beautiful. I got a bit of a nibble there, didn't I?
Should have a carrot.
Well, my fingers are intact. So behind there is St. James's Park. We're a little bit pushed for time, but I will just maybe just have a little really quickly. This is where a lot of royal events take place. And further back that way, but obviously we'll do it in a separate video, is Buckingham Palace. Wow. I'm so tempted just to have a quick look at that. The tank, you know? So don't mind if I run a little bit, because we've got around about 10 minutes left of the video, but this is the thing, there's just so much to see in London and so little time. So I think, dear viewer, if you do come here, obviously it's an amazing place to come, but make sure you've got a bit of time to see it. Apparently I've heard the same about Rome as well, in Italia, you know? You need a bit of time to see Rome. But let's just have a little look at this tank. And indeed, we've got one of our war veterans there. This is very one of our old war veterans there.
Thank you very much.
Should have come in Scarlet, shouldn't
Oh, sorry. Isn't that really cool, dude? Yeah. You've done it once.
Always got to duck and dive, not getting in anyone's way.
I think if they take them away, then I have to find another vehicle to load on.
There is so much to see when it gets to the royal part of London, you know? Police always close at hand. As I said, police always at hand. Hello, lovely. In case you need any help or assistance. That's the great thing about London. It is pretty cool in terms of security, and the police are very friendly around here. Also in New York City as well. I was in New York City the year before, September the 11th. I was there in September 2000, and I do recall and remember the New York police being very, very nice and very helpful, very accommodating. Right, let's wrestle our way down amongst all these tourists. That was a bonus. And again. Many statues of war veterans. So this is probably as close as we're going to get to Downing Street, in all honesty. As you can imagine, highly protected, highly guarded. And just around that corner is where the current Prime Minister Theresa May lives, although only just recently took over from David Cameron. Very recently. So as you said, this is the Downing Street side of things. But fiercely protected, as you imagine. And always people quite happy to express their opinions. Political opinions, social opinions in this part of the world. as cool and as interesting place as it can be, it can also get a little bit heated at times. Okay, so I've got just a few minutes left on my battery, on my camera. So we're just coming towards the end of Whitehall now, heading towards Parliament Square shortly. If you've got as far as 27-28 minutes, dear viewer, that means an awful lot, and that means you're still watching me. Just coming up to Westminster Station here. There's also a place that you can get which is on the District and Circle line, which is the green and yellow one on the Underground. You can get to Westminster and you can go back up again to Whitehall and also onto Trafalgar Square, which is what we covered today. And just round this corner, speaking of Westminster, we have another landmark. So there's Parliament Square. You get a chance to go and see some of the statues, but from Westminster, thanks ever so much for watching, dear viewer. And until next time, be safe, take no nonsense, and only love what loves you back. See you soon.